how to get an unfair advantage as somebody with emotional authority in human design. I've been studying human design for over 10 years. Most people are going to give you techniques where you have to apply your mind, work with your emotions. I'm going to give you something so practical, and most people are not going to do it. This is a breath belt. Okay? I'm not sponsored by them, although I'm open to it. This is my secret weapon. Even though I don't have emotional authority in human design, I have watched time and time again people with emotional authority having low tolerance when it comes to pressure and heat. This creates pressure and heat. This is elastic, and I'm going to put it on. Now, the reason this thing is helpful is because when it comes to dealing with emotions, the emotions, the solar plexus, even though it's a triangle on the right side of your bodygraph, is really about pressure and heat. Human design teaches that people with emotional authority should learn how to wait out the emotional wave. And this is because there's no truth within the emotional wave. You might want to destroy something, create something that you don't actually want to destroy or create. It's just the emotional wave. And that whole process happens as a means of discovering what you actually want to do. There's a lot of heat, a lot of pressure, a lot of discomfort, a lot of intensity, and you either learn how to deal with it or you run away from it. This is squeezing me, making it hard to breathe. It's giving me something to push against. And this is where the magic is. When your body has to deal with an external physical pressure bearing down on you, the way that it intrinsically does that is by creating an internal pressure to push against it. That internal pressure, quite literally, is your emotional authority. You might know human design really, really well, but even people who are experts still are trying to solve their emotions with their mind. They're ignoring their emotions a lot of the time and not actually using the emotional energy to confront the emotion, the feeling, or to build awareness. Riding out the emotional wave is not some passive thing where you just wait until the emotion passes. It's an opportunity to use the pressure and the heat, the emotional turmoil, to pressurize and condense and achieve something called clarity, which is different than certainty. It's not about understanding everything. It's about being able to hold everything, and that includes the intensity, the pressure, and the heat. This is about learning how to stay calm in the emotional wave. Most people think there's something wrong with them when they're in their emotional wave. The reality is they just don't feel like they're able to tolerate the pressure and the heat, typically because of some experience in the past, some kind of embarrassment, or on some level they're disgusted by the way that they feel. They've never seen what it looks like to handle the emotions in a mature way. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm also smelling, swallowing, and I'm not dumping my air. I'm maintaining this level of pressure. The honest to God truth is that most people treat their emotional authority with emotional avoidance or with emotional anxiety. If you want to develop emotional security, get yourself a breath belt or get yourself a sandbag and spend time under pressure. Familiarize yourself with the intensity so that when the intensity comes to find you, instead of getting an elbow to the face, you're able to headbutt the elbow and just cry your ass off and not feel like the entire world is going to fall apart because you have emotions. If you want to learn more about this method, it's called sensory design. Me and my partner Pasha teach this in a community called The Archive. It's on School. If you want an invitation, type the word calibrating in a comment and I will send you an invitation. Also, if you've never heard about this technique to actualize and awaken your emotional authority, let me know in the comments, because literally I have not seen anybody talking about this.